Hey, and welcome back to our FAQ series. Today I want to discuss with you if I can mix different NIC vendors, different chips, maybe also different standards within the set switch or within the storage configuration from Azure Stack HCI. Again, short answer, no. And now let's go to the explanation. In the picture you see I have two different vendors in a few different configurations. So what you see here is that we have vendor A and vendor B. So let's say NVIDIA and Intel, Marvel, whatever you want to name it, and we have the specific chips they use. And then we have LOM, LAN on motherboard, and PCIe. The first configuration you will often see is you have the same vendor, the same chipset, and combined LAN on motherboard ports and PCIe ports. Those are not allowed to be combined because they are differently wired to the CPU. So they are using different lanes, different length, etc. And that could impact the overall performance and reliability of a set switch, of redirected memory access, RDMA, and others, also for storage configuration. So you're not allowed to mix them. It's the same for the chip and the vendor. So everything needs to be equal. Physically wiring, so either LOM or PCIe, the same vendor, because you want to have the same firmware, and the same chip, so that you also have the same firmware. What you can do is taking NIC vendor A, taking the same NIC from the same PCIe, etc. And then you can build a set switch or a storage combination out of those two. But never ever, and it's not supported, mix different vendors, different chips, and different wiring, motherboard wiring standards. So the most common configuration is same vendor, same chip on PCIe. And that's the most supported configuration, especially when you want to have chip redundancy and not only server redundancy. That's all for today. Have a great rest of the week. Have a great weekend. See you with the next FAQ.